Welcome back. So today, as part of Databricks Certified Associate Developer Spark course, so we will discuss about data frame sort and order by operation. So which is a topic 18 in this playlist. So before proceeding, if you are new to this channel, we would recommend you to please subscribe and also press bell button for instant notification. So let's get started. So we would recommend you to please pause here for a minute and go through this. So some of the important points are noted here, and then you can proceed to the next slides. So let's get started. So in this course, we will discuss about how to sort rows in a data frame in Spark data frame using sort operation and also a order by operation. So we will discuss in this. So now let's jump to the actual practicals of it. So now let us take a data frame that we are already using in this course, that is customer data frame, right? And what we are doing here is we are just sorting. We want to use sort so that sort is the operation which is used to sort the particular maybe based on a particular field, right? So here we will use a field called last name, right? So what I want to do is by default, as you know, it will be ascending order. So we are expecting, so once we display this, right? So it will be the customer data frame once it displays. So we are expecting that to be in a particular order, right? Based on the last name as a column. So now let us select first name, right? And then let's use last name and then birth date. So these are the three columns we will just use here to display. So we will have to display this so that we will come to know the result and we can see that result, right? So if you are getting such error for EXPR, right? So just try to import this package, right, which is having a EXPR function from SQL, right, library. So now let's try to execute and see. So yeah, it looks like executing. So now we will try to display the command using the display command, right? We'll try to display and see whether it is exactly sorting using the last name as a column, reference column. It should be last name ascending order. Yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of nulls. So just to remove the nulls, what we can use, as we already know, right? So we can use na dot dropped. So any of the columns, which is if any of the columns are having null, so remove that entire row itself. Yeah. Now as you can see, it is actually sorting based on the last name, which is the ascending order, right? Sort function that we are using so that we can sort it's like a very similar to what we use in SQL, right? Sort operation, and similarly we can use order by operation also, right? So this is order by, and again we can use expr. So here, so inside expr we can use function like year, month, or whatever. So we will use a function called year. So year of what? Year of birth date, right? And we are sorting this based on the year of birth date. So let's try to execute this. Yeah, as you can see now, so it has literally kind of sorted based on the birth date. So whatever the birth date first you see, right? So this is the first birth date, and after that it go on increasing. So at the end, if you see, it is 1931, which is the last birth date. So that's how it works, right? And similar like sort and order by works. And as you can closely observe, so these are not like first apply the sort by and then apply the order by. So if you're using order by, what happens is, as you know, it is a DAG visualization, right? So if you remember in the previous video, we have explained about DAG visualization. So what happens is first it sorts the records and loads into a temporary data frame, and that again order by will use it and kind of apply the order by function. So whatever sort has been done based on the last name will be overwritten here, and it uses the order by which is comes the next, right? And here you can also use descending order, right? So how do you use descending order? You can just give a .desc. So the birth date will be based on the descending order. So let's see that. Yeah, as you can see, now it has become a descending order. So now 1992 is coming, and after if you go right, it is decreasing. So that is how it works. Now further, as you know, as I was telling, right, so it won't consider both the columns, right? It considers only the first operation that has been done. So that is in this case, it only considers order by because it is overwritten by the sort operation that already happened, right? So now, so if I want to do a order by or sort by based on combination of different columns, right? So how do I do that? So that we can see now. Quickly, we will just see how to do that. Use the same structure. What we can do is in the sort, we will use first name and last name, both the combination we can use, right? So we have a last name here already, and we can similarly use the first name also. Right. So with this, what we are trying to say here is use both the columns as a combination when you are doing a sort by or order by thing. So now let us see what is the result of this. So can you identify the error, what exactly that we have made? Right. So we should not use expr here because we are already using the dollar symbol, right? So this is more than sufficient. So now let's try to when you try to observe the result, right? So it is using the combination of both first name and last name. That means first it is sorting by first name, that is Aaron Anderson, Aaron Angelin. So it uses first as first name as a first column, and the second row as a second column as a second condition. So here, as you can see, it uses the combination. That means first it sorts based on the first column, and also parallelly it takes the second within that particular combinations, right? If there is any, it will sort based on the last name. As you can see, there are a lot of Aarons with a different last name. So now it will first take the Aaron as a first name and then sort the last name based on the Aaron as a group. So now if you see Abe, there are two Abes. So inside that, so it has sorted based on the, and Abdul also, if you see D, G, L, M, N, O, V. So this is the last name which is it is taking the sorting. So it's a combination of these two. So this is what we wanted to explain basically how the sort by and order by is used for the data frame. So point to remember, so if any drops are there, so I mean if there is an nulls are there, you drop it and then you can sort it. So when you are sorting, there are two options, right? Sort and order by. So and you can use expressions, or you can either use the columns like this, right? Like with a dollar symbol, you can use one column, and if you can use like SQL like operation using expr, which we have explained in the previous video. So this is about sort by and sort and order by functions that we use in Databricks and Spark. So which is again an important topic for the certification.